Welcome to Justice Serve TV. We were just talking about this. Is it a snack? This might be a little more than a snack, you know?
Yeah, you named them a snack. I named them tea time. Tea time has a little bit more than snacks, but I think this is more than tea time and a
Yeah,
snack.
it's not a full show. If we keep just talking, it probably will become one. But
You
it's not a
know,
full. It's like a soup and sandwich or salad and sandwich, not just a small snack. This is Donna Adelson's latest video. We put this up for you already, just the raw, so you could enjoy, looking at the steering wheel of the transport vehicle, if that's what you like to do. But there's also, as we're going to see,
that was a funny one. Our first
I know
one.
people love that, Chevrolet logo. I'm a Chevy guy, so we'll put those up. We put those up so you can find those, and if you haven't seen them, you'll see how we touch on them with this special program. But one of them was interesting because it's the transport van, which has interior cameras and the camera looking out onto the street. So it's like a nice little tour of that route. It's about a 25-minute route from the jail to the courthouse. What we've seen up to this point is the steering wheel. So we got a little more out of it than that. And I'm telling you, when you get to the transport van, just looking at it, I get claustrophobia.
Oh,
it reminds me of, have you ever been up in the Arch in St. Louis?
No.
Top of the Arch? No. Yeah, I would do it. It's amazing. But the trickiest part of it is you get in these little single-seater, it's like a dumbwaiter. It just feels that small. And it's taking you up the arch. And then at the top, you get out where it's a lot bigger than you would imagine looking at it from the ground. You can stand up and you can walk around. It holds like 15, 20 people. That's nothing. But that little ride up in that, are you claustrophobic? A lot of people don't know. Terrible. A lot of people don't know if they are till they're in that scenario. Then
terribly, except interestingly enough, MRIs don't bother me unless they're completely closed at either end.
Okay. I've never seen one that closed, but I don't like the full body one. Does bother me a little bit.
For some reason, the sound, the noise, and the heat.
Here, let me bring
that. I get into that. I mean, doing music. Very good. You have to think it's your vocal.
I've had a few of them. I've had a few of the MRIs. Yeah, I don't like it. But here's what I learned. As we stray further from where we're going, they have what are called the open MRIs, right? And that's just like a loop. And so it's great. It's like you're just laying there on the table with the loop. Well, having talked to a number of doctors before I had my back surgery, they are less accurate than the full body one. So suck it up, folks. Don't do the open MRI, even though it's easier. Take a Valium, whatever you need. Go in full body one. And
much less accurate, right?
Much more accurate, and that's going to help the doctor, and that's all that matters. So, okay, so let's jump into the first one of these. And remember, you got to put yourself in her position. Even when she's in the vehicle, driving to or from, that's like a nice trip. That in her new life, that would be an exciting thing, is just to be out and look around and see the street, because that ain't what's going to be a normal day for her. Okay, now I will once again have my challenge here of finding the right video with the right, whether it has the audio or not. This one, it's not marked as well as I'd like, so bear with me. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. I have a bad feeling about this audio-wise. And that's not, don't attempt to adjust your sets. There is no audio yet. They had this, there's the lunch. They had this, it's all like out of focus. And I don't know if that was intentional, like some sort of cheap level of obscuring.
Jail guards? What do you think? Not showing the jail guards?
I don't know, because, okay, can you hear that audio now?
No.
Okay. Then I need to find, let me turn that up too, that will help. And it's the audio is the best part of this. So let me see if I can resurrect this. You can see there's Ms. Donna, the blur of purple. And there's something very interesting. There's one very important item that is missing from all of this video that she was very much attached to before. I'm going to leave it at that for now.
Oh.
I'm not sure what that is, but could be. Okay, let's see. Where are you, you little sucker? It should be, and yet it's not. These were the.
We hauled you all in here for Saturday soup and sandwich. That reminds me of a joke, but I'm not going to tell it on the air.
And I cannot find the the audio for this. That's
No,
very
last night,
bizarre.
while you're looking at last night, I went to it's the weekend, right? Right. I went to a birthday party. Okay, after the show, we did our Friday night show, and I had a birthday party. I've had three birthday
You're
parties.
building up to your birthday,
I'm
real
building
birthday.
my birthday. We're going to everybody else's birthday parties. And do a song and dance. Well, not a song and a dance. I tend to do these presentations where I look up people's lives and I get all little things and I warm up the audience and just like a comic does. And it was a lot of fun, and it's a good thing to do because I have practiced now that when we wait for these, I can tell you that there was autopilot. And if one of you know autopilot, look it up and you'll see autopilot. What do you give a pilot but auto?
There you go. Airplane is your hint. Okay, we should be getting audio here soon. Hold on. How's that? You hearing it? Okay.
Lieutenant.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good.
Anything in your pockets? Got a shiv in there?
Bombs, machetes.
Hey, what's going on, Doctor? He on the radio, isn't he?
Just another day at
Oh,
work.
you heard me hollering in the background? You heard me hollering in the background?
You notice anything missing from Donna's setup? What's that?
The real transport.
Yeah, this is, yes. Man, we're inside the jail now. This is stuff we haven't seen before, not inside the jail. Guys playing with the handcuffs.
Here, hold that for a minute while I put these on. All right. Yeah, we got to do this part. Just bring your hands down and relax. Just relax. That's the easiest way to do it. You relax. It's better on everybody. Trying to keep it on your little sleeve right here.
That's helpful. Okay.
So you're trying to help her out.
All righty. Y'all come on this way.
All right.
Right. Are we in Mobile, Alabama? Where are we? Is that Foghorn Leghorn? I'll say it's a joke, son.
He gonna get you in a second. Just wait your turn.
Look at that. On her own 2 feet, not in a wheelchair or nothing. Now remember, this is prepping for on the way to court for sentencing. Okay?
They've been ignoring us all day.
What's that?
And
They've been ignoring me for almost 37 years. So they've been ignoring me for 37 years.
He's got a sense of humor, this guy. I love him.
Yeah, I think you have to, don't you?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we've never seen this much inside, and I'm thinking maybe that's why it's sort of fuzzy, obscured. I don't know, but none of the others are obscured like this.
no, ma'am.
Doors.
I am not. Where's Oliva? No, ma'am. Where's Oliva?
They went down to Lowell this morning and they had some pickups.
See, now it's clear.
So
They must have done that.
Yeah.
Maybe I spilled some honey or something on my camera. Now look at this.
Right,
Look at this. We're going to see a lot.
It looks like a dog crate.
Yes, we're going to see a lot.
It was a puppy.
We're going to see a lot of this.
So you don't take your time climbing in there. Use that bumper as a step. I got you.
And again, we'll cut through some of the others that becomes a repeat. See this black thing up here on the door? Can you see that?
Yeah,
That's a camera. That's a camera. So we'll see that view another.
Your head and just
tape.
sit right there on the end, and we'll get your seatbelt on you. See if you can put that to the short side. Long side. This is the long. Got to go to the
Teaching her how to
short.
use a seatbelt.
The little short one that you got to put this on.
Hasn't been in the stand, right?
You got it?
We've not seen it. And spoiler alert,
Got
she
the
comes
clicks.
back.
Got the clicks.
There's paperwork.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day. She waves. She waves. Bye bye. Bye bye. The on the way back, it's
Sorry,
in
I
the.
don't know why I find that funny.
She is. We'll talk about this, I'm sure, but when you're in this position and it's starting to sink in, I think it's your new way of life. You make the best of everything.
Yeah.
It's kind of the human condition. You can either just be a puddle of just quivering jello, or you could just, this is it. So these are my my friends, my family.
So people are taking care of me and making sure I don't fall out of the transport. I don't hit my head. Make sure I'm seatbelted in so I don't go.
Yeah, but look at that thing, and it's called the inmate. Oh no, that's just a label. Like, the dog is not in here. This is not a dog crate. This is an inmate. Okay, so there's the setup.
Wow, even Tubi. Wait a second, Tubi's thinking. Wait a second. Did you say you're gonna put me in a dog crate? No, I'm not going.
That's right. I am not going.
Tubi's definitely not going in a dog crate. I would be the one in the dog crate before Tubi. Let's put it that way.
Okay, so let's see what else we got. Let me go to the next one here. Stand by.
Those it looks like the airline crates when they ship dogs, like for
I've never shipped a dog. Is that what they look like? Is that what it is?
Like that on the airline crate. They're not the metal crates that people use to housebreak or anything like that. The airlines have a certain requirement and they have to have food on them and all that kind of stuff. But that's what it looks like. And it's about the size of you're shipping a greyhound, I guess. I mean, I don't never owned a big greyhound. Irish Wolfhound, I think.
It's the Great Dane. Okay, so here is the inside, that camera I pointed out that's on the door. Okay, that's where we are. And let's see if we can.
Oh, it has nice LED lights. It's lit.
Yeah, it's clean, right? It looks very clean.
Right, very clean.
Okay, let me see. Let me get this thing going. Come on. Where are you?
You go to Westminster, which is a bench show, and what a bench show means, there's not many of them around, that you get to see the dogs. You get
So I'm trying to push ahead here so we can just get right to her coming in. Are you hearing that audio?
Yeah, I'm hearing the audio. Are you going to stop at the Westminster Kennel Show or not? I want to tell you a funny story.
Oh, please do. I'll zoom ahead here.
I say this because we talk about how claustrophobic this is. But if you go to a bench show like Westminster Kennel in New York, and you can go see the dogs. That's what a bench show is. For 2 days, you get to see the dogs. And I've actually gone to see the dogs many times. I used to go every year. And when you get to some of the big dogs, like the Irish Wolfhounds, and they'll be their big crate, which will look like this, a big plastic crate and all. The doors will be open. And a lot of times the owners will be in there sleeping with the dogs. The doors will be open and they'll be sleeping like this. Big. It's big, like a big house.
It's like a New York apartment.
Yeah,
only $5,000 a month. Good deal.
Well, that's a good deal if you found that.
Well, for that size. Hey, and there's something else I found in the latest record swap. I haven't looked at the phone records yet. Again, I just got these because they were so late in getting them out. But this is the inmate visitor log.
Yeah.
This is from the day she got there in January. It's actually, what was it, November 23 or 24? Yeah. No, 24. She's been there almost exactly a year. It's from the time she got there till the time she left, which was the 13th. One visitor.
Oh, wow.
And we'll see. You start thinking who it might be. We'll circle back to that. Okay, let's see. Let's keep going here. And you'll hear the dialogue will sound familiar because it's what we just heard from the outside. But that's the transition. Remember, this is what we just saw.
Sit right there on the end and get your seatbelt on.
Get that belt on.
See if you can put that to the short side. Long side. This is the long. Got to go to the short. A little short one that you got to put.
I've never buckled a belt myself, sir. Thank you.
Got it?
Yeah.
Got the click?
Got the clicks.
There's paperwork.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, so now we get to see her ride along for this 25-minute ride. And just imagine being in there. You get to look out the window. You get to see the world go by. That is going to be a great day in her future life.
And when you have inmates, they love coming to court. You have to understand they love coming to court because that's exactly right. They get to go outside. They get to see things. They get to talk to people. They get to see what the outside looks like.
Yeah.
So anytime in the future that she gets to go to court, she's going to love it.
Yeah, and I think of this in the context of Kelsey Fitzsimmons from earlier in the week, and she had to drive across the state of Massachusetts. I don't know if the accommodations were similar to this transport van, but she got to wear normal clothes, and she looked. I thought she looked very good. We'll continue to talk about that, but there's a lot to this transportation, and she's looking out the window kind of wistfully. And we'll move through this in a bit, but there's a very important part here. She has that envelope on her lap, right? You see that?
Right.
Let's see if we can zoom to the most important part. So you'll see brighter sun when she hits the street.
25 minutes again.
Yeah. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but we've got it posted. We posted it, so anybody wants to.
Yeah.
Those who love looking at the Chevy logo, this is golden right here. Okay, whoops, there we go. She's going to the envelope. She's going in. What do you think's in there?
Her speech. Her hour speech.
Her speech. Check out how many pages. Let me get this bar out of the way. Look at all these pages. Look at that thing.
3, 4, 6.
Giant type.
6.
Look at that.
It looks like 8.
She's set. She's all set.
Well, it was pretty big type as you recall when she actually had written it out for her inmates. Remember? To give her fun.
When she what?
Remember when she wrote for Julia?
Hold on a sec. I'm going to do this because it's actually muting your microphone. Go ahead, say that again.
Yeah, that's right. It mutes my microphone when we do this. Remember when she wrote the speech for Drina? Right. She actually wrote that in pretty big type. I mean, that's something that I'm not going to fault her for that. That's for sure.
No, she wanted to make sure she could read it. I get it. I do that a lot. If I ever do take notes, it's rare, but I use the 16-point font. I go a little big. Okay, so there she goes, and kind of, she's a third of the way into her ride to sentencing. Da 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 da. Yeah, there's a grocery store. Yeah. There are people walking free. Okay. Now, at the 20-minute mark, I think it's not because it's dark out, because we're looking here at 2:12. Remember, the hearing was at 3 o'clock. Her sentencing was at 3 o'clock. So when you see that lighting condition change, mostly I think it's because she's now under the courthouse.
Okay.
And there's light coming and going depending on exactly where she is. So let's see how polite she is when she gets out. And she's not restrained in there. She doesn't have the cuffs on. She's got the seatbelt on. But how are you gonna get out of that dog cage? I don't think so.
Put the cuffs on. You can actually even see them.
She has cuffs on?
Yeah, she has cuffs on.
Oh, I thought he took one of them off. Maybe that was a different video. She had to go to the bathroom and he took a cuff off at some point.
When she gets in, you see the left cuff, and when you see the right cuff over here right now. You see it.
Yeah, I do see the right one. Welcome.
Oh, is it? Okay. Let me hold this. Hold that one. Take your time getting out there.
See, the camera's, low level that goes to black and white.
Got it? Yeah.
Low light level.
Are you good? Yeah. Follow that deputy around the corner over there.
There you go. a good old boy. I swear, you know, it's.
Oh,
I
looks
always
like the
think.
same person.
What's
Is it the
that?
same person? Is that the same person?
That's the guy. Yeah,
Yeah, okay. His shirt looks
that's
different.
that's a good old boy. That's him.
He's great.
Uh,
He's very nice to her, I have to say.
37 years. People haven't been listening to me. Yep. I always think of North Florida as South Georgia. He kind of sounds like South Georgia. Okay, so now we've come to the courthouse.
Mhm.
And let me move forward. Prep for the ride to court. We got that. There, I will also. We posted the interior. There's another camera that sits further down the bench, but it's totally interior, so it shoots back to her right side. Again, it's up there if you want to look at it, but it repeats what we've just seen, but a different angle. Okay. So we have that. Oh, here's the body cam version of what we just saw.
Okay.
There's that. there's the wheel to the van, to the driver. Let's see. Oh no, this is. Yeah, I think this is the arrival. Is there any audio here yet? There we go. You got that right? You hear that? No, this is the guy's body cam.
Oh, is it? Okay. Let me hold this. Hold that, Brian.
Which is so scary small.
Take your time getting out now. Take your time. No rush. Got it?
Yeah.
Take your time.
Got it.
All right, you good?
Yeah.
Follow that deputy around the corner over there.
Okay, so it gives you both perspectives of that particular little portion of the ride here.
Now, Michael, in fairness to this
Mm.
transport dog crate, all right, I'm thinking of the video of the inmate, and I forget what highway it was down. It was about 2 months ago, who apparently had cut a hole into his back area, where the window is, and broken it, and he's hanging out as the transport van is wheeling down the highway, and he's like hanging out.
Oh, I do. I remember that.
Too bad I didn't think about it. It just
I remember that. That is still on my computer somewhere. And anytime I go to that video player
yeah.
and I watch whatever I'm watching, like I might be watching one of these clips, as soon as this clip is done, that plays again with the person hanging out the window.
I would love to have put that here because you see
I don't even know where it is. It just pops up.
and the difference between her transport van and this, and I'm sure that's one of the reasons.
Okay, here now we're coming back. Notice it's not the big van anymore. We're back to that the Suburban.
Watch your head.
Was it sure if you were standing by waiting on this or?
What is this paperwork?
Yeah, that's her stuff. She brought it to her. Try this on.
Watch your head.
What's that?
Like a screen husband. This is air.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. You're our family here on Justice Served TV. You know what we're speaking about. This is after she made that allocution speech in court that the judge stopped her on. That she had to be a lot of it had to be crossed out, and she gave that performance, and Harvey gave that performance. Right?
Yep. No speechifying.
No speechifying. So let's put that into perspective. She's changed out of her clothes, which would be given to her in the courthouse, brought by her attorney, previously inspected by the sheriffs.
Well, wait a minute. Remember, for the sentencing, she didn't change.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because at that point, who cares?
And that you're right at that point. But usually they have changed into that. She's in the same clothes that would have taken less time.
Yeah.
But no, she doesn't look so frail here.
Like nobody helping her, no wheelchair.
No wheelchair.
And as we pointed out during the sentencing, no headphones.
Right.
So it's a miracle. And so there we go. She's in the car, and we know what happens after this. And it is sort of interesting. We won't do it now, but again, we've posted it. So if you want to get in there and listen, it just seems odd sometimes. You hear like the radio, and you'll hear advertisements, and you hear I don't remember that as much in some of the prior transports, but this particular ride, they've got all that going on. It's just taking a little trip down to the shore for the weekend. It just seemed kind of odd. But we hear nothing from her. We just see, this kind of stuff. There's that steering wheel. So anyway, that's why we posted it for the sake of completeness.
And just the fact that they had two different transport vehicles taking her, the one that had the dog crate and then here. So it may not be security, it just may be what's available, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure how they decide, because why would taking her to court for sentencing be any more importantly restricted than any other ride? So, yeah, who knows? And you could tell the transport van, I will call it, you could fit two people in there easily. That's a big vehicle for such a very tight confinement.
Right.
Okay, so anyway, again, we posted this for completeness. Welcome home.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
No more big smiles, but I'm going with you. Beach, right? She is gracious. We are gracious to her. If anyone's ever been to this, you have to close the doors behind you on the one door before they open the doors on the second door. So they're never going to be both opened at the same time.
Yep.
One
Yeah, it's
closes,
like,
the other opens. And if you go to federal prison, that's the same. Usually you're standing there. Even if you're a lawyer, you don't come in with your pen and your papers. You're standing there. It's not naked because you have your clothes on, but you're standing there and you feel almost like you don't have any clothes on because it's such a scary feeling. And that's when you know you're coming out.
yeah, and that just a security issue. And you can't look at every prisoner or inmate like they're Donna Adelson. There are some mean, tough, very athletic people that could take advantage of even one door crack being open while the other one is still open, right? So
Correct.
that's airlock system is critical. And again, I remember when she was coming back once before, they bumped her up the ramp in the wheelchair. No more wheelchair. She's good.
They have redacted.
Bye-bye, Donna. Say goodbye. That's it. That's the last of her. Bye-bye.
Yeah, she wasn't very talkative this trip.
No, I think if it hadn't been setting in before, it certainly is at that point. And then we know that was the 13th. That was the day of the sentencing. The next day, she was shipped out, and we've already looked at where she went. And from what I've researched, she's still there. That's a process that it's kind of a staging area between local jail and the state prison system, and that could take weeks.
Right.
And so, as far as I know, she's not been moved on from there just yet. So.
Yep, and that happens in almost any system, jail system, and even attorneys for the most part. At least in the places I have been in practice, aren't even allowed in that period of time when they're moved from the jail to the interim prison to decide which prison they're going to go to, or if they're already moved to a prison they're going to go to. There's a 2-week period usually where everything is set apart. So all the interviews are done and the tests done, and no one has access to them usually.
Yeah, and it makes perfect sense. And they're also doing a lot of evaluating, mental, physical,
right?
Because certain prisons are probably less amenable to an older person, right? Might not have the facilities they need, either medical or just day to day, getting to the yard, to the shower, whatever. As they get older, they're going to need more stuff.
Think about this: who your roommate's going to be.
Oh yeah. And or is there going to be one? I mean, some facilities just have single cells for everybody.
That's right. Some facilities, like I had a client who was very claustrophobic. He went into his own pod at night, but it was like, you talk about that transfer ban. It was a pod. I mean, he didn't want to go back there. I mean, get me out. I'd rather be in state prison.
Wow. Well, oh yeah, before we go, I forgot. The visitor. Any guesses who this is the one visitor to Donna Adelson the entire time she was an inmate in local lockup there in Leon County Jail?
I assume it's one of her attorneys, Jackie Fulford.
Interestingly, I'm going to guess, I may not be right on this and they've not confirmed or denied, but I'm going to guess that they don't log those as visitors. I'm going to guess that.
Okay.
Because of the confidentiality issue. And we only know from the phone logs and my tracing them back to attorneys that those they were free calls. That helps you tell you who it is. But those we've traced to the actual attorneys, but they don't billboard that. I'm just thinking maybe they don't even include that in a visitor log, because I'd be shocked if they did.
It's in a log. It's in a log. I've seen when I've been in Florida.
Yeah. So this is the visitor log that I've been given.
Okay.
And it shows one visit, and it was June 5th of last year. So she goes in, when she go in November of 23? Is that right? Does that sound right? I think I might have that date wrong. But June 5th of 24 at 3:59 p.m., she's visited by one, and I'm going to butcher this name, and I apologize, Chana, C-H-A-N-A, Oirichman. Oirechman, Oirichman. Any guesses? Listed as relationship to inmate says friend. Any other guesses?
I have no guesses.
I had to do search because I thought it was kind of an unusual name.
Right.
It's Jewish, so it's not all that unusual. It's not like Smith, but it's not as unusual.
Is it a rabbi or rabbiette?
Apparently, it's either she's an author. And she's connected with, again, if it's the right Chana Oirichman, she's an author and she's connected with the Shabbat Tallahassee / Florida State University branch. So that's.
Does she have anything to do with religion with Donna?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, that's clearly, she could be a friend and not be a religious friend, or she could be there as a religious support counselor.
I would hope so. I think that, first of all, even though she's an MA, even though people hate her, I do think that people who have people that visit them, terrific, and especially if somebody religious visits them. There's this big fight now on death row where some states prohibit the religious advisor or a priest or a female rabbi. I've seen one from coming in or whatever, because and I say that with great respect, because that's the only way I know how to put it. But somebody who has a religious affiliation of teaching, whatever. And I think that's absolutely wrong. I think no matter what you do in life, if that's what you want, especially on death row, you should be able to have that type of answer.
Yeah, that's humane. Yes, and it was November. It was the 13th when she was arrested of 2023. So she was there almost exactly 2 years, 1 year and 11 months to the day in Leon County. And during that time, one visitor other than attorneys.
By the way, can you have a female rabbi?
You're asking the wrong person. I have seen them.
Out to the chat, man.
What's that?
I'm going to throw it out to the chat because Google is their friend right now.
I can say I've seen people who identify as a rabbi who are female.
Mm-hmm.
And I know enough I have enough Jewish friends that there are segments of the Jewish religion that are Orthodox, and there's modern or progressive. And I've been to services at a progressive with a female rabbi.
Okay, there you go. I guess
I don't know what,
I guess you don't need Google is your friend. All right, for everybody.
Yeah. I have looked it up.
We serve all sorts of everyone. And the point being that we think that if you're in jail and you seek religion, well, look, it's better than not. Okay. And whether you are hated or not hated, one of the things that religion does teach us is that what, Michael, what does it teach us?
Forgiveness. Redemption? I don't know. What do you got?
I think I'm looking more for redemption and forgiveness, even if your sentence still stays life.
Okay. I was just looking through some papers.
That's
Sorry.
a Justice TV.
Okay. We'll get to these another time. This is the last phone log before she left. For the last, we had pretty much everything up to the week or so before she left. So I'll go through that. And we'll have another snack on that at some point. All right, then. Hey, hopefully everyone enjoy the weekend. We are Justice Served TV. Please try to do the right thing.